fun planning process, and it was a huge success, and I'm loving that we were able to have Jane come and join us today. Dr. Jane inspired me with a number of things. She started at the age of 26 when a number of things went on, one being that women didn't travel and study sciences at all. So she's a big advocate in that. She changed the way we think about animals, and we used to number our animals, and they're all, and we still, some sciences still do, their animals are by number, and she didn't number her chimps that she studied. She gave them names, and that was a big, that one really kind of hit me back home, because it puts a personal level on things. So she's been a big inspiration in my life through just about everything I've done. Youth are tomorrow's leaders. That's a quote I live by. Dr. Jane I know she has multiple quotes on how the youth are very important in our sciences and just in the future. We are the future of tomorrow. I am still considered youth, graduating from high school, and I'm going to be learning about whatever I decide to learn about, and moving forward. Dr. Jane is definitely a advocate for youth involvement in sciences. Roots and Shoots is a wonderful program that it's completely youth-led, youth-based, and it really guides today's youth for a better future.
So the red panda is an endangered species, and it's mostly found in Asia. It is found in Asia. And we did this project because in the seventh grade, all JGEMS students do an endangered species project where we research them, and then we create a large PowerPoint and a large speech, and then we present it at the end of the year to a group of panelists.
They live in the Himalayas mostly, in China and Nepal, and their main threats are that they get hunted, and that when the people who live in Nepal and China, they use sheep to fertilize their crops. So they put them in little pens at night, and since they don't have roofs, the snowbirds jump over the stone walls and they eat all the sheep, making the farmers sheep hungry. So Snowbird Conservancy is trying to make it so they can put roofs on all those, and trying to prevent the hunting.
Back in 2007, my best friend Rhiannon and I wanted to earn our Girl Scout Bronze Award, and we were inspired by Dr. Jane Goodall's work with the chimpanzees, and we decided to research the orangutan, which is another great ape, and advocate for them, because in order to earn this award we had to pick an issue that we were passionate about and raise awareness within our local community. And so we discovered that the orangutan, whose habitat is the rainforest in Indonesia and Malaysia, they're losing their habitat for palm oil plantations because their rainforest land is being cleared. And so we discovered that palm oil is used in a variety of products. It's used in cookies and candies, and it's used in everything. I like to ask people what their favorite candy bar is, because it's probably going to contain palm oil. And so it was Girl Scout cookie season, and we checked the back of a Girl Scout cookie box and discovered that palm oil was an ingredient in the Girl Scout cookies. And so it's taken us 5 years, but actually a week and a half ago, the Girl Scouts of the USA just announced a new palm oil policy. So we finally made headway, and it's a step in the right direction. We're asking Girl Scouts USA to remove the palm oil completely, because we feel that right now sustainable palm oil doesn't go far enough. You can't guarantee that it's not contributing to species extinction, and it has links to slave labor as well. So we're really asking them to do the right thing and take the palm oil out.
Well, I began studying chimpanzees in 1960. I decided I would go to Africa and live with animals and write books about them when I was 10 years old. And ever since 1986, when I realized that chimpanzees were becoming increasingly endangered, along with their forests, I've been traveling 300 days a year talking about the plight of chimpanzees, other animals, habitats. Roots and Shoots began exactly 20 years ago, and it was because as I was traveling around the world talking about all the problems that we've inflicted, I met so many young people who seemed to have lost hope, and they were either depressed, angry, or most often just apathetic. And when I began talking to them, they all said more or less the same: we feel like this because we feel that you've compromised our future and there's nothing we can do about it. Well, we have compromised the future of our young people. You know, if I think how we've harmed the planet since I was young, I feel a desperation. It's not true that there's nothing we can do about it. And Roots and Shoots was an effort to help young people understand that there still is hope, but only if we get involved. And the best way to get involved is to sit down and think about the problems around you that worry you and bother you and that you don't like. And then, okay, so what could we do to make a difference? And then roll up the sleeves and get out there and do it. And that's what you've been seeing all around, is young people who care, and they're trying to do something to make it better. All around the world I go to these festivals, and every time it's the same, that of course there's hope with so much enthusiasm and imagination, determination. Sometimes it's actual courage. In some of the countries I go to, the young people, you know, who are working for human rights, for example, they're actually very courageous. Or if they're working against animal trafficking, they can come up against the poachers. So, you know, young people absolutely amaze me. You hear people say, we haven't inherited this planet from our parents, we borrowed it from our children, but actually we've been stealing. And we're still stealing, and it's about time we help the young people to pay back. Well, it's very, very important to understand that very often when people are harming animals or the environment in an area near them, it's because they're living in abject poverty. And so no conservation is going to work unless the local people are involved and empowered. And first of all, it's necessary to improve their lives and to find them alternative ways of living that don't require them to destroy the environment. Because if you're very poor, you're going to cut down the last trees to grow food for your family, or to make charcoal to sell to get some money, or you're going to kill rhinos to sell the ivory, to sell the horn, or elephants to sell the ivory, because, you know, people want money. So it's only if we alleviate poverty, help people understand through education the value of their wildlife, enable them to share in any profits, that we can hope that conservation will continue.